You Are a Badass at Making Money by Sincero. Key insights. We would all like a little bit more money in our pockets. We envy the people who seem to have it all, and that creates negative energy surrounding our financial situations. But according to Sincero in her book, You Are a Badass at Making Money, she explains that by tweaking your mindset a bit, you will realize you have the potential for financial success. Believe that you are worthy of financial freedom. Do something you love, and then all you ever have to do is be yourself to succeed. If you sell something you love, then you just sell love, not a specific product or service, and that will show. Sincero. After reading Sincero's tips, you will feel confident in your money-making potential and finally stop holding yourself back. Key points. Our relationship with money. People have different relationships with money. There are people who are obsessed with money, and others who despise it. Some people crave more, while others feel almost shameful for having so much. Money is a very complicated subject. And while many people may think desiring more money is greedy, it's not. It helps improve one's quality of life because our society is built on money, and that is simply how we pay for goods and services. Rich. Able to afford all the things and experiences required to fully experience your most authentic life. Sincero. A common myth in our society is that money makes people turn into cold-hearted monsters. But that's just not the case. By making money, people are able to gain financial freedom, which allows them to use their energy and their time for the things that matter to them most, such as family and friends or a personal passion. Money is how activists are able to shed light on certain issues by holding events and galas. The issues are their passion, so they need the financial support to be able to contribute to it. A lot of people's thoughts about money go back and forth. When they're doing financially well, they like money. And when their car breaks down or they need a down payment for an apartment, their attitude will turn negative because it becomes a stressor in their life. Another myth in our society is that if one person gets rich, others stay poor. And this is just not the case either. This myth is derived from the idea that there are not enough resources to go around. But let's debunk this myth. If you buy lunch, you're not taking away someone else's lunch. In reality, you're spreading the wealth by giving someone the job of making your lunch, and as a result, they can afford lunch for themselves. Sincero is too familiar with low-paying jobs that took up all of her time, which resulted in a negative stigma surrounding her finances. But since then, she's discovered how to have a lucrative and healthy relationship with her bank account. Money isn't evil. Money isn't evil. It all depends on how you use it and how you think about it. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. Sincero. When money was created in ancient times, it was put in a system that made a little more sense than bartering, which often led to complications. For example, someone might trade a farm animal such as a cow for a service, such as building a house. But what happens when someone wasn't happy with the carpenter's work? This could lead to a yelling match. Money works as a way to keep things consistent and fair. People that do horrible things for money are just horrible people. It's not the money's fault. Money is inanimate and cannot act alone. It is an accessory. In order to foster a positive relationship with money, it's important to show gratitude when you're paid and think of it as a blessing, not a necessary curse. Put out positive vibes. What we believe and what we say is the energy that we put out into the universe every single day. What comes out of your mouth comes into your life. Sincero. We are taught to take the things that we see and hear as truth, but that is not always the case. It's really much more complex than that. As humans, we have 5 senses: smell, sight, touch, taste, and sound. With all of these senses, we create an idea from what we observe in the world. This makes it vital that we process these 5 senses in a positive way to reveal a positive outcome of the world according to us. It's very easy to label something good or bad and stick to that decision. For example, You may think you will never be able to afford to buy a house, and with that thinking, you get stuck renting for life. But if you start putting positive thoughts into your life regarding your financial situation, things will start to change. People who think positive thoughts and leap at opportunities when they present themselves are the ones who successfully change their financial situations. Putting out positive vibes into the universe will prompt the universe to hand them right back. Control your energy. Exchanging money, whether it be at the grocery store or to a church fundraiser, is not just a financial transaction. Exchanging money with someone is also spreading either positive or negative energy. For example, stealing money would be considered negative, while making a solid paycheck for your hard work would be considered positive. Another example is if you are an employer and are paying your workers much less than they deserve, then that puts out negative energy and creates a bad working relationship. Being conscious of what kind of energy you're putting out when you're dealing with money is important. Keeping it positive will bring the wealth right back to you. One way to foster good energy when it comes to money is to spread your focus. What this means is don't focus on one single money-making opportunity, but rather be open-minded about the ways to make money. Break free from the fears of money. A lot of people have a hard time breaking free from their money fears, but there are ways to solve these fears for good. One of the biggest ways to do this is to take a step toward a dream or a goal. People should do things that make them happy. For example, if your dream is to study art, but school is way too expensive, you must stop saying, "It's not possible," and start asking yourself, "How can I make this happen?" Making a giant leap toward a dream can be scary, but instead of giving up, it's important to acknowledge the obstacles and find ways around them. The walls of your comfort zone are lovingly decorated with your lifelong collection of favorite excuses. Jen Sincero. Time is better spent making money than rationalizing living a mediocre life. Changing the narrative in your head from negative to positive will help you to realize you have the power to control your fate and your financial situation. Not to mention, the universe rewards risk takers. Create goals. People usually don't become rich unless they want to. So, if you want to be rolling in hundreds, then you best change your mindset. You must focus on your goals much more than you focus on your doubts. To become rich, it's easiest if you fully understand why you want the money and how much you actually need. With that information, you can set a goal for yourself. A famous example is of the actor Jim Carrey, who, when broke, wrote a $10 million check to himself to cash 3 years in the future. This sparked his motivation to become wealthy and successful, and 3 years down the line, he was able to cash the check. Ordering what you want in life is the same as ordering a sandwich at a deli. You don't just ask for a sandwich, you ask for all the things you want on the sandwich. With life, you must ask for what you want and have a plan to get there. But it's important to have an open mind too. So don't get too caught up in the how. Sometimes life will throw opportunities your way, and it's best to grab them while they're hot. The world is full of opportunities. And remember, great productiveness equals great results. The main takeaway. Having a negative attitude toward money hinders your ability to become financially successful. When you think positive thoughts regarding your finances, the universe will hand you opportunities to help you build your wealth.
Hi, I'm Rhonda, and this is an exclusive audiobook video recorded for the Audiobook Master Channel. Enjoy your audiobook and have fun learning. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll get updated on our next upload. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up and say your thoughts about the book we just covered. Do you want to listen to a summary or review of a book that we haven't covered in the past? Say it in the comments below or send us a message. Don't forget to check our other uploads. Enjoy listening!